So this is a parts per million example. I'll read the question first. Janine has a sheepdog with droopy ears. The veterinarian advised her to clean her dog's ears regularly. She noticed that the solution she uses contains 0.15% mass volume salicylic acid, which is one of the main ingredients in aspirin. What is the equivalent concentration in parts per million? So this question is asking us to convert a percent mass volume into parts per million. So first let's remember that 1 part per million is the same thing as dividing a certain amount of milligrams by a certain amount of liters. Right? So 1 part per million is 1 milligram out of 1 liter. The important information in this example is the fact that there is 0.15% mass volume. So that's the number we're going to use. So we're going to turn 0.15% into milligrams per not milligrams, that shouldn't say milligrams, let me scratch that out, into grams per milliliter, because a percent mass volume is grams per milliliter. So 0.15% mass volume is 0.15 grams out of 100 milliliters. For this to become a parts per million, we need to make a few changes. What changes? Here they are. First of all, the grams needs to be milligrams, so we have to convert that, and the milliliters has to be liters, so we have to convert that. So we're making 2 changes. We're converting the grams to milligrams, and we're changing the milliliters to liters. So first let's start by changing milliliters into liters. And we do that by multiplying the purple thing, the 0.15 grams per milliliter, by the red thing, which is this conversion factor. Now, how did I get this conversion factor? Well, I know it's going to be a fraction, so I draw my fraction line. I know that in the denominator, I want there to be liters, not milliliters. So I put liter. I put 1 liter. And then I ask myself, how many milliliters are in 1 liter? And that's 1,000, so I write 1,000 milliliters on the top. The 2 milliliters will cancel out, leaving us only with grams and liters. So that way, we've already made one change. We've converted milliliters into liters. So let's just go through with this to see how many grams per liter this is. So I multiply 0.15 times 1,000 and I divide by 100, and this gives me 1.5 grams per liter. But I'm converting again by this new red factor, and in this case what I'm trying to do is get milligrams at the top. So I write down milligrams at the top, and I'm trying to cancel grams, so I put grams in the bottom, because I know that if I have grams in black on top and grams in red on the bottom, they will cancel. And I ask myself, how many milligrams are there inside a gram? There's 1,000 milligrams. So I write 1,000 next to the milligrams. And now I multiply like before. 1.5 times 1,000 divided by 1 gives me 1,500 milligrams per liter, or 1,500 parts per million, because milligrams divided by liters is our definition of parts per million. So now we can say that that's 1,500 parts per million.